America, the land of opportunity, but also home to some of the most dangerous cities in the world. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most violent cities in the USA, and trust me, you won't believe which cities made the list. When we get to number 5 and especially number 1, prepare to be shocked. But before we dive in, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now let's get started. Starting off our list at number 10 is Kansas, Missouri. Known for its jazz, barbecue, and sports teams, the darker side of KC reveals a troubling violent crime rate. The city has seen a rise in homicides, often linked to gang activity and a struggling economy. 2023, Kansas City's murder rate was more than 3 times the national average. With an ongoing battle between law enforcement and organized crime, Kansas City is fighting hard to reverse these trends, but progress has been slow. Next, we head to California, not LA, not Oakland, but Stockton, a city that has been struggling with violence for decades. Stockton's problems stem from high poverty rates, gang-related violence, and limited resources for policing. Stockton has seen a significant rise in aggravated assaults, and its murder rate continues to climb. Even with local initiatives to curb violence, Stockton remains one of the most dangerous places to live in the U.S. The vibrant city of New Orleans, with its rich culture and music, has another side, one plagued by violent crime. After Hurricane Katrina, New Orleans saw a dramatic spike in violence. Today, the city's high murder and assault rates have kept it in the top 10 most violent cities in America. While efforts have been made to rejuvenate the city, the high poverty rate, drug trafficking, and gang activity keep violence high. In fact, in 2023, New Orleans had one of the highest per capita murder rates in the country. Memphis, home to blues, soul, and a staggering amount of violent crime, coming in at number 7. Memphis has one of the highest crime rates in the nation, with aggravated assaults leading the pack. The reasons? High unemployment, rampant drug use, and gang violence. The city's police force is stretched thin, and residents have been calling for more intervention. It's a complex problem with no easy fix. Cleveland might not be the first city you think of when it comes to crime, but this Midwestern city has been grappling with violence for years. With a violent crime rate almost 4 times the national average, Cleveland is a hotbed for homicides and aggravated assaults. The city's decline in manufacturing jobs, combined with high poverty rates, has created an environment where crime can flourish. While some parts of the city are thriving, other areas feel abandoned and dangerous. Milwaukee may be known for its breweries and sports, but it's also one of the most dangerous cities in America. The city's murder rate is shockingly high, and many of the crimes are concentrated in just a few neighborhoods plagued by gang activity and drug violence. Despite various community initiatives, Milwaukee continues to struggle with high rates of poverty and unemployment, which fuel the cycle of violence. Baltimore is a city with a long history of violence. Whether it's the infamous drug wars depicted in shows like The Wire or the ongoing gun violence, Baltimore remains in the top tier of violent cities in America. The city's struggles with poverty, addiction, and failing infrastructure contribute to its high murder and assault rates. With over 300 murders each year, Baltimore's crime problem is far from solved. In the heartland of America, St. Louis has consistently ranked as one of the most violent cities in the U.S. With a murder rate that's among the highest in the country, St. Louis has faced decades of violence, much of it fueled by gang rivalries and the drug trade. Despite revitalization efforts in certain parts of the city, St. Louis remains one of the most dangerous places to live, with many residents feeling unsafe in their own neighborhoods. Detroit, once the engine of America's automotive industry, has also become a symbol of urban decay and violence. While the city has seen some economic revitalization in recent years, it still suffers from an incredibly high violent crime rate, including one of the highest murder rates in the country. Detroit's problems stem from decades of economic decline, corruption, and racial tensions. Although there's hope for a better future, the city remains in the grip of violent crime for now. And finally, at number 1, Chicago. Known as the Windy City, Chicago has become infamous for its staggering rates of gun violence. Although it's not the most dangerous in terms of crime rates per capita, the sheer volume of shootings and murders puts it at the top of our list. Much of the violence in Chicago is concentrated in specific neighborhoods, particularly on the south and west sides. The city is caught in a war between rival gangs, and innocent people are often caught in the crossfire. These cities may be the most dangerous, but they're also filled with people working every day to change the narrative. From community leaders to local law enforcement, there are efforts being made to combat this violence. But real change takes time. What do you think? Can these cities turn things around? Or is there more to the story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And remember to like and subscribe to Goat Newz for more deep dives into the most pressing issues facing America today. Stay safe out there.